I agree with this, and you agree with it. The most valuable thing that you have is your body when you walk into a room. Everybody's got a Lambo, everybody's got everything, but they don't have the physical.
They don't have
the
that.
physical you when you walk in. Do you think that people should have personal trainers?
When they know what they want.
What do you think about the fitness industry right now?
I think
What's the easiest place to get some action? If I'm a guy, young guy.
easiest place would have to be.
What is up, guys? Welcome to the Bassani Podcast. Today I got my boy Jordan in the house. Jordan Combination, Jordan 2. So Jordan, you're like an undercover celebrity. It's what I tell everybody. I always talk about you. A lot of fitness trainers in Miami and LA, they have a fitness program. They sell a meal plan. They got like content, but you've kind of peaked out in the industry. You train like the biggest of the, I'm not even going to name drop, like the biggest of the biggest of the biggest of the biggest. And your personal concierge training. Can you describe what you do?
So I actually just live life. The best way for me to describe it is I get up and get to do exactly what I love to do every single day. And that is dress fly, work out, be clean, smell good, and be around women. That's probably the best thing that you can do in life. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, what are you chasing? I mean, or what are you pursuing? You can say that you're doing it for something else, but at the end of the day, you're doing it for those things. So how did I get into that is just following my dream and pursuing exactly what the fuck I wanted to do.
So, I know some of your numbers. You do way more than all these fitness trainers out here, but you don't really the social media doesn't reflect it. Like, it's private.
Nah,
it's
more
condensed.
private concierge, but that's how I got to the level I'm at now. It's more of a worldwide West. That's actually, shout out to Worldwide West. We live a mess. You know that guy that Jay-Z talks about? That's one of my good friends, actually.
That's awesome.
So we were just in Detroit, and he was describing the path that he was on is on the same path that I'm on. And that's being able to keep everything under control. It's like we had that conversation. We were talking about some of the events that you've witnessed and you've seen to help you be able to get to where you're at. And social media is just putting it out there for people to gravitate to you. But to be able to keep the real money, because the audience of people on Instagram is different than the people that are actually paying the bread.
Yeah.
Because most of my clients got under 500 followers. But, I mean, most of the other people that got 200,000 followers don't have $200,000.
Right.
So I'm not trying to pursue that, nor am I trying to be that image. Everybody that I got is pretty much somebody I fucking met.
So if I want to train the best of the best, this is a question I feel like a lot of fitness trainers probably have for you. I want to do what you do. Because there's no drama in it.
Yes.
It's very high-end personal training. Can you describe the day-to-day of that? Like, if I'm XYZ client of yours, if I wanted to pay you to personally train me, concierge service, what would that kind of be like?
It depends on your schedule.
Okay.
Most of my clients' schedule is we take about 90 to 120 flights a year. So that's an average of every 3-4 days that we're taking a flight. So it's really hey, today. I can just give an example of 2 days ago. Right, I was in Birmingham, Michigan. We were talking, and you were like, "Hey, let's do a podcast this week." You're like, "Where you at?" I'm like, "Hey, I'm actually here with my client here now in Birmingham. We're working out here for a couple days." We had our conversation like we had, and then I kind of looked up our schedule, and by chance, randomly, within 24 hours, I'm like, "Hey, I'll be there."
Yeah.
But that wasn't something that I knew. That's the adaptability part of also being able to what I do. A lot of people, they can do a lot of things, but they can't adapt.
Your training program is very different from a lot of other people's because they're like, hey, we're going to the gym this day, this day, this day. You're on the go constantly.
Yes.
On the go.
9 days a week.
That means the food also has to be adapted.
Yes.
Diet.
Yes.
The workouts have to be adapted. Okay, so what's your strategy with that? What do you do differently than other fitness trainers don't necessarily do?
I stay consistent and we adapt. And it really just came through over time. I would be going to all these different places. I'd have stayed at all the top 4-star hotels. So, and when I landed, I would just go out. Going out is not just being outside. I would be going out and looking for connections. I would be meeting the security guards at the club. I would meet the manager. I would be going to the basketball games, getting as close as I can to the floor and meet the people that's around there. And those are people that are normal people from that city. If you're in Baltimore, I can hook you up with a gym to go to. And a lot of people can't do that. We can do that in Cleveland, Detroit, anywhere in America right now. If you're going there tomorrow, I can set you up with everything you need. A barber, like how when you came here, you can hit me up. And those relationships build unto more. Because through our barber, I've met some other clients that I've trained. And that happened. I have a barber in every city.
So you're big on creating relationships.
Yes.
And Do you think that training privately is better than selling programs and coaching programs like that? Like, what do you
For
think?
me, yes.
Okay, for you.
Yeah, like a lot of trainers, like me personally, I'm a personal trainer. I like and enjoy giving somebody else the energy.
So, like a lot of those fitness trainers that I see on social media, they personally train first. Okay, I'm gonna do
Yes.
$30 an hour, $50 an hour, whatever it may be, and then they start a coaching program, and that's how they scale their income. And then they get, hey, I'm gonna sell you a meal plan, a workout plan, and blah 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 blah, and I'm gonna do coaching calls with you. You took the first level and just maxed it out.
Yes.
Like on the other hand, like
Yes.
where it's significantly more money, it's private, it's one-on-one, it's either a dude that has no social media that's a billionaire, or a dude that is like A-list level, S-tier level celebrity.
Correct.
And so, I mean, like, how did that kind of happen? Were you just personally trained first? Did you do the coaching program and then transition? Was it just something that evolved?
It evolved.
Okay.
It started with me at first just taking a chance and the opportunity of showing up, because showing up is 80% of the battle. The other 20% is of how you introduce yourself. And then from there, it's just all consistency, because only from 100% you can go to 200%. How do you get to 200%? You be consistent. But it's going to be adaptations needed in between that 100% to the next 200%. And my adaptations were, like I told you again, just the networking and relationship. Like I spent money to go to Cavs games, to sit on the floor, and my bank account might be on negative the next day.
No.
And then not just that, I'll go to my gym, because, I had a gym in Beechwood, Ohio. Shout out to Cleveland, Ohio. And I had the gym there. And I remember the one day I went to a game and I really didn't have it. And I had a partner, and we both were just doing the same thing, because he kind of gave me the game on like how to network and how to get high-end clientele. And what do? You have to go to where they go consistently. Because sometimes you can go to like a cigar lounge, or you can go play golf, but they don't go there consistently. If there's a game and there's 42 games, the person that has a floor seat, he's going to sit there 42 times. If not, it's going to be somebody that's connected to him. So those are the relationships I built. I built that with just getting like cool with the family members, and then from the family members, they bring in the higher end clientele through consistency of seeing, hey, I got this guy that I've been seeing at the game. He's cool. You probably seen him. He's in shape. Then that goes, and they're like, hey, I've been going to his gym. You should come. Then they bring in Jordan Clarkson. That's how I met Jordan Clarkson. It was through actually his brother. And then through his brother, he's like, hey, I'm going to bring my brother. But of course, I knew who his brother was before that, but I had a genuine relationship with his brother first. And you can never stress enough how important relationships are, and never burning the bridge. Keeping the bread fresh, whatever you want to fucking call it, keep that shit fresh, keep the bridge built, and adapt. And never look for boats. Just make sure it's a bridge over top, and you'll be all right.
Okay, so that's some sauce right there. Let me ask you this. When you train somebody, right, how do you evaluate them? I bring you Sarah Smith,
Yes.
Ryan Smith. What's the first thing that you're doing?
Off of their name. That name right there, I'd be like, okay, this is a woman. It sounds like maybe it's a miss, maybe it's somebody's wife or whatever it is. But if they're coming in, you're only giving me your Instagram, I pretty much know you're not professional enough to even take an invoice. Like I'm looking for people that come in, like you said, Sarah Smith. Okay, and then once Sarah Smith comes in, we evaluate, like, how was your day going? Basically, I'm asking, what do you do for a living? What times can you come in?
So you go, like, see, that's what's different about you. Because, like, a lot of people evaluate on, like, okay, let's get in the gym. What are you doing to work out? That's it. Hyper-focused workout, right?
Yes.
And when I used to do business consulting, I used to consult a lot of CEOs. At first, I was like, I'm just going to focus on the business. I'm not going to focus on anything else because I'm a business consultant. That's it.
Right.
But then that's how I got into coaching with dating, because I would have clients come in just messed up during the day. And they would be like, I'd be like, dude, what's going on at home? Like, why are you always messed up? Like, oh, I got problems with my wife. That's how I got into dating consulting. You look at everyone's life. Like, what do you do? How do you wake up? What needs do you have? What do you have to, like, what's your diet like? And that's what's different about you. So what's that approach? Like, if I got Sarah Smith, she got the money. She's
Right.
doing good. She runs her own company. What are you asking her, and what are you trying to evaluate?
I'm evaluating her mindset.
Okay.
Mindset is number one. Are you going to waste my time and my energy? Because I never have bad days. You can have a bad day all you want, but when you come in to see me, I'm going to take you from whatever level you at, and I'm going to raise you. I'm going to make sure that you gradually get better throughout this hour of you training with me. Not just physically, but that's going to be mental too. So it takes a lot more. And somebody coming in with bad energy every fucking day can be very draining and detrimental to you. So you got to make sure that you see through all the energy, because energy is what transfers non-wavely. So if we're just coming in and you're bringing in all negative from your work, from your people, from the way you think that you can't even do 5 reps when I know you can do 10. Like, I don't got time for that bullshit.
So you evaluate how serious she is. Let's say she's serious. Let's say she's like, hey, I want to get in shape. I need to get in shape. What's the next step? Like, what do you have her do certain workouts? Do you test her?
Yeah, we always do non-weighted exercises, all calisthenics.
Okay.
We always see like what your movements are. We ask about what your history is. We ask about like how your family is doing. If you play any other sports. And then after I ask those things, it's kind of like after somebody does a squat, a basic push-up, I can kind of tell where you're at, how many you can do. And like I'm talking to you at the same time of like I'm evaluating that, but the workout part of it is kind of just repetitive. Mm-hmm. And then it's either somebody can or they can't. Mm-hmm. So it's 5 exercises you go through. You see, hey, start off like let's do a squat. Let's try to do a lunge. Let's do a push-up. Let's do a plank. Let's try a pull-up. Pull-up was the last one because it's the most extreme. Mm-hmm. It's the most difficult. So we're going to save that for the end. But if you can make it through all of those, because a basic person should be able to squat, because when you just sat down, what did you do?
Squat.
You squatted.
Yeah.
Lunging is basically walking, but just more tension on the quads. Mm-hmm. So we're just trying to see. And then like a lot of form to see how you're doing. And most people, if they play football, their form is all going to be the same. Mm-hmm. All football players' form, basketball players' form is going to be the same on lunges, squats, bench press, everything. Because they're performance athletes. Mm-hmm. Compared to Sarah, she's going to come in and she might be from zero. She might have never been a cheerleader. She might have been on the golf, tennis, track, none of that. So now I have to start from scratch and build somebody up, which is kind of easier compared to somebody who's played tennis all their life. Because all they know is how to train like a tennis player. It's like we're in a gym and you see a football player come in. All they want to do is do what? Push a sled, bench press, deadlift, squat. Why is that? Because that's all they've done. Yep. But you ask them to do something that's out the box of unorthodox of what they've done. They're like, I don't need to do all that. I don't need that. But you do. You're not playing football in everyday life. So to be able to get them to retract from what they already know is more difficult than building Sarah Smith from scratch to up how I need her to be.
Who's more difficult to train, men or women? Generally speaking. I know it depends on the person, but
women, because of the cycle of their life. Every 3 weeks, something changes in their body. Yep. That is just like, it's remarkable, but it's also traumatizing. Yeah. If you fucking think about it. So in that week when they come, you kind of know. Yeah. You kind of feel the energy because they're not doing so much. But I had to learn that in the beginning and once again use the word adaptation. Sorry to use adaptation so much, but I mean, that's what you got to do. Mm-hmm. So I learned in their cycle of that, of when to be able to have their lower week. Mm-hmm. And then it's kind of more of you want to do kind of like more stretching. You want to keep it more cardio based to be able to keep the stress down because their stress goes up. Mm-hmm. So it's just about learning. But that come through. I didn't trained over at least minimum 10,000 people. Okay. That's through classes. That's through like even virtual, in person. At least 10,000. That's mastery. It takes 10,000 hours to master anything in this fucking world, and I'm way past that.
With coaching, so I coach women and men slightly differently, in a general aspect. When I'm motivating men, a lot of what I motivate them off is shame. Shame is really the strongest emotion. Like, hey, yes. Like, if you don't do this, this is what's going to happen to you. How do you feel as a man? Like, it's harder. With women, it's a lot more positive. It's a lot more like, listen, like, you're doing great. Keep going. Like, stay with it. Like, you're getting results. Like, don't be negative about it right now. Because a lot of times when you coach women, you can break them real fast. You can break them real easily, and they don't handle a lot of negativity well. Is it different for fitness coaching as well, or?
It's a very different.
Okay.
Because now you're doing the physical part of it. Like what you're doing, you're helping the mental, which I'm helping the mental too. But the goal for them to come to me isn't to really build their mental up. That's just a luxury of what I provide. Yeah. Because most trainers don't have personality, nor do they have swag. They don't have anything. All they have is some muscles that they got from a book on how to develop for themselves. Mm-hmm. But developing Sarah's muscles is going to be a lot more difficult than developing mine. Mm-hmm. Like I said, that goes into the personality. Like a man is kind of easy. That's macho. Yeah. Then it can go with like, I learned to be able to do third person training or first in person, or I can work out with you. The difference is third person is I'm kind of stepping away and just guiding you. Yeah. And I have my angles of just showing you like what you need to do. And then the second is like in person, like I have to be on top of you every rep, counting, making sure if I tell you 20, because some people will stop at 17 just to see if you're paying attention or whatever. So those are like, I'm first person, I'm on. And then working out with you, sometimes I have some guys, some men that need that. And I realize that. and they need that person to just push them to make sure that like, hey, usually I do 50, but today we doing a fucking 100 burpees. Fuck your 50, we doing 100. Do I want to do 100? No. But I know that's what you need for me to be able to get the results that you want. So I provide that too.
That's what's up. Let me ask you this. What do you think about the fitness industry right now? Like let me preface this. A lot of steroids, substances, open use now. Like people are talking about it. We live in Miami, fucking everyone's on that stuff. Do you think it's a good thing that people are talking about it openly? Do you think it's a bad thing? What do you honestly think about it?
I think it's a bad thing, but I mean, to each his own. Like, it's not on me to tell you that you can't stick your needle in your ass to try to get your bicep bigger. I'm not doing no shit like that. I would just do more pull-ups, more burpees, or whatever the hell I need to do. Compared to those guys, they might need that. It's the ego thing. Some guys don't care about the long run of it. They care about the immediate, right now. I'm in Miami. I got this Lambo. I might have been a loser all my life.
I gotta look good.
I
gotta be. And
like
there's a lot of pressure, though. There's a lot of pressure.
But you can go, the steroids is equivalent to BBLs.
Yeah.
It's like, if you're going to do that, you might as well wear and have everything else fake, too. That's the way I look at it. Because if you're going to put something in your body fake, why not wear something fake?
Yeah, 100%.
What's the difference?
So, a lot of people are using it. This is why, like, I think it's tough in, like for MMA, like jiu-jitsu competitions, there's no regulation on it.
Yeah.
So, like, the best fighters, bro, they're on stuff. And I think, like, a lot of young kids reach out to me about it, actually. Like, what I'm thinking about doing this, and I'm not even, like, in the fitness scene as much, but they're like, hey, what are the health effects of this? Okay? So if a young 16-year-old kid, 18-year-old kid sometimes, they're young, they message me, hey, I want to try this. I want to try Anavar. I want to try something that's not so crazy, quote unquote.
Right.
What would you say to them?
Stay natural as possible for as long as possible to get the best results, to be able to maximize your own natural abilities, to make sure that your bone density can control it. Because sometimes you can accelerate the weight gain and the muscle gain, but your bone density isn't made for that. So that's when you get ACL tears. That's when you get MCL tears. That's when you get rotator cuff tears, because you're not bred or you're not built to do that. That's just like trying to get an English bulldog to fucking run with a greyhound dog.
Yeah.
Like, it's not bred to do that. You like, some people are bred to be a fucking lineman. Get your ass on that line and block.
Yeah.
And then the running back, be the running back. Just, sorry to use the football, but you know, it's just, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Play
100%.
your fucking position.
So, okay, so let's say,
You haven't talked to the kids like that. Sorry to cut you off, but you got to talk to them direct, because a lot of the parents nowadays, they may baby them differently because, like, it's your child.
a lot of them don't know.
They don't know.
Yeah.
But you have to let that go to get to the next stage. Sorry to cut you off again. I want to get into this too. Like, you seen that shit with Giannis?
Yes.
Where is that, like, that type of stuff. That's bogus. Like, I think it's cool a little bit, but not to disrespect somebody like that. I take it in that was disrespect. Would
I agree.
Okay.
I think there's a lot of pressure now. Like, even like I look around, like, even in the gym we go to,
Yeah.
a lot of people, they just look crazy.
Yeah.
And it blows my mind, and it makes you kind of not, I don't want to say it makes you angry, but it's like, damn, like, every inch, every edge, everything that we could have. Because I agree with this, and you agree with it. The most valuable thing that you have is your body when you walk into a room.
Oh, yeah.
Here in Miami, everything. We got
For
cars,
sure.
we got watches, we
Everything.
got everything. So everybody has everything. Everybody's got a Lambo. Everybody's got everything, but they don't have the physical.
They don't have
the
that.
physical you when you walk
Yeah.
in. So everyone's trying to enhance that. So it's a crazy lifestyle here, and it's a lot of pressure. Let me ask you this. Do you think that people should have personal trainers on a serious level? Like, when do you think people should have a personal trainer?
When they know who they are personally.
Okay.
When they know what they want. It's just like, do you think that you need a barber?
100%. I think everyone should have a dating coach, because we're
Right.
not taught it in school. And we're
Right.
not taught personal fitness in school. We have gym class, which is nothing, right? It's not dieting. It's not caloric deficit. It's not, hey, we're doing this work. They don't even put you to work. Like, you know, they're not even pushing you.
I do miss the, what is it called? Dodgeball.
Dodgeball,
Every
yeah.
school had a different one. We called it pinpoint, I think, where you used to try to hit this pin with the dodgeball. That's when my arm got strong. I used to hit people with the dodgeball.
Gym class was fun, but there's always people that can just sit and, like, I don't want to do it. And
Yeah.
they get away with it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But I think that everyone should have a dating coach. I think everyone, because you're not taught, and it's an unbiased approach. Like, it's an unbiased check. So you might think, hey, I got this girl, I got that girl. Sometimes you need someone to tell you, hey.
When does somebody need a dating coach?
Their entire life. I personally recommend it, because when you're not in a relationship, you're basically trying to find leads. You're trying to find women. You're trying to find people, and you need someone to help you in that process, unbiased. Like I even talk to dating coaches, and I get advice on what I do. And then when you're in a relationship, there are always going to be problems. It's kind of like a therapist, but it's also like sometimes she might cross the line, he might cross the line, whatever it is. But I think that like personal trainers, I also think everyone should have a personal trainer because you're not taught. I think the magic in personal training is like for MMA, for example. I could hit the bag by myself, but it's different when someone's watching you, and it's different when someone's pushing you. And I don't know what it is. I think I'm a disciplined person. Like if you tell me to work out, I'm gonna do it. But I always get a better workout when someone's like, "Yo,
energy,
come on, get it up."
1,000%.
And that's where the gains are made, right there. Like that microscopic area where you're done, and if you're by yourself, it's like whatever. But I know you watching. I know Jordan's watching, and he's telling me I got 2 more, and I don't feel like I got 2 more. But he's saying I got you. You got 2 more. I got you. I'm right behind you. So you would say when they know themselves.
When they know themselves.
Okay.
Because a lot of people have the ego, like you said. They want to not be taught by somebody else, or they feel like they're over that. Or they might have played a sport, and they're like, oh, I used to. But motherfucker, your back big.
Yeah.
Used to don't count no more.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't care that you was the man in high school. You're not the man right now.
Okay.
You look like the fucking beer guy. That's what you look like.
100%.
You know what I mean? So it's just once they understand that, hey, to be able to retract this bullshit life I've been having, to get rid of my big ass back, I need someone to help and guide. Just like how you need a dating coach or a dating guy. You're like Hitched for real though.
Yeah, I am.
I was thinking about it, you really be helping people. If we put something together, like, hey, I get your body together and then we'll get you together like that. Yeah.
It's over. A lot of it is physicality is huge. It's massive. I don't think people don't understand how important it is to look good. Like
they don't.
My number one advice for women when it comes to dating, it sounds bad. It sounds very superficial, but look your best. Always look your best. Always try to look your best. When you leave the house, look your best. Because you don't know who you're going to run into. If you're at Whole Foods, look good. Look as good as possible. And this is the other part of it. It's not about the designer you wear. It's not about the Cartier bracelet. It's about your body. It's because no matter if you got these will look good on me if my body's good. A black t-shirt.
Yeah.
Anything will look good if your body is the curve. Because the first thing I say a man notices is your curves.
Yeah,
from across the room. They don't smell your personality. They don't check your resume. They're not like, hey, she's a really good person. Okay, fine. They look at your curves. Then they walk up to you, and then they see if they can tolerate you. But it's the looks first more than anything else. Even if you're a girl that doesn't have the best face, if you got a good body, this can all be fixed. Now with plastic surgery, veneers, you could suck out the...
Yeah, I don't think it can be fixed. It can be altered.
It can be
You're
altered.
just buying time. You're just reversing time.
Yeah.
But that time is going to catch up to you all at once.
I think, yeah, of course.
Like it's like a bomb. It's like a ticking bomb. Like each one of them stitches they get in their face is like a year off of their life. Just like, that shit is horrible.
But when they lock in a dude, like I know girls that are 23 that got like a lot of stuff done. And I'm like, yo, like you're so young.
Yeah.
But if they get a dude, they lock up a dude, it don't matter if 15 years down the road, shit falls apart.
Right.
You know, it doesn't matter because she already locked him up.
Yeah, she getting some type of weak dude. They ain't getting nobody like me.
Exactly.
I ain't falling for no shit. You got to be in the gym. And you got to be natural. You got to be willing to be able to change you or who you are physically by putting in the work.
Let me ask you this, okay? I already know what you're going to say. A lot of people in Miami, right? They say this, you need money to date in Miami. And I personally disagree. Like, you need money to survive and like be able to pay your bills here. But I don't think men need money to date high quality women. And it's because 9 times out of 10, she's fucking a dude that's just in shape. That's just got his stuff together. That has a little bit of game.
For sure.
So what would you say? Like a lot of guys come here like, man, I can't date a Miami girl. I don't got the bread.
Because first of all, you're trying to date and not trying to fuck.
Right.
Miami is not a place to be dating. It's a place to be fucking. Dating is just saying you're taking care of somebody down here, basically.
Yeah, basically.
Which is nothing wrong with that. But at the end of the day, you got to determine which one do you want. Do you want to fuck or do you want to date?
The girls want to date.
So exactly.
The guys want to...
Some guys.
Yeah.
So let's define this. Let's just put man over here and boys over here. Which one do you think wants to date and which one do you think wants to fuck?
I think a lot of dudes here that have money, they go about it the wrong way. And they want to date, they want to take care of a girl.
But the money doesn't change the definition of if they're a man or a boy. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? So it's just like, which side will we put the guys in that's just trying to fuck? And the guys...
Man, I would just say just trying to Just trying to get it. They're trying to get their needs out.
That's it.
Yeah.
And then if they do have extra things to be able to afford to be able to speed up the process, then fuck it. I got the money to do it. That's extra. That's like a bonus.
I always tell guys, build your lifestyle up. If you drive a nice car and you live in a nice place, it's weird. You don't have to spend as much money on a girl, right?
Yeah.
That's what because you pick her up in a nice car, which is your car,
Yeah.
which you put gas into for yourself. You bring her back, hey, like, I don't want to go out. We can hang out here. I got a really nice spot. I got a cool river view. You don't have to do that much. No. But what I always have difficulty with guys is trying to encourage them to get into better shape, right? One of the biggest things I also talk about, too, is during a breakup, what's the best way to get my ex back? Get in better shape, you know? Because people can't see...
That's not the best way.
You don't think so?
The best way is to just find a badder bitch.
Exactly. But how do you do that? You
continue to be who you are because you already had a bad bitch. So it's not like that it's going to be difficult to find another one. You're going to be better because you already have had that and you have learned from that. It's not like it's a bad thing to separate sometimes. It may be good because it might have just been your turn at that time. Now it's time for you to go ahead and you find someone else where you guys can flourish and grow. And that might be temporary. It might be, but everything is temporary.
I always say like if people can't see the difference in your mind. Like they can't see, oh, Jordan learned something yesterday. He learned he had this car. But they can see the difference in your physical. When you're driving a nicer car, you're looking better physically. Yeah. When you're looking better, it's different. So like I tell my female clients, like, okay, he broke up with me. He left me. Whatever it is. It didn't work out. How do I get him back? I'm like, get a bigger butt. Get a more snatched waist. Because when he looks at you again, he like, damn, what happened? You look good. And now some other guy is getting what he used to have and is better.
But you could always get what you had. 100%. If you're a guy, especially like if you go back to like for me, like I was like rethinking about what you said about how if like do you need money or do you not, or how do I feel about being in shape? I've been in shape since I was fucking -2.
Yeah.
So in my mind, when I was a little fish swimming, I was like doing pull-ups and shit.
Yeah.
So I've been in shape, so I don't know what it feels like to be out of shape. Now, I can take myself out of being in shape and like kind of sit there and think about it. Like, yeah, that would be big. But for somebody who's always been in shape, it's different. I don't even know what it feels like to be out of shape.
A lot of guys here, they pay girls. They just they lead with that.
No matter what you're paying for the pussy, no matter what.
100%. Women are luxuries. They're always going to cost time, effort, energy.
Yeah.
You know, that's the most valuable commodity you have. So no matter what, money is a cheap thing, in my opinion. Like when you're hanging out with a girl, like money is obviously you don't want to splurge on
money. Something you can get back tomorrow.
Yeah, you can always make money back. You can't make time back.
No,
you can't get your energy back a lot of times.
No.
Let me ask you this: do you think that personal trainers hook up with their clients?
Of course.
Okay, good answer. And then, how often do you think? Because
it depends. It depends on the level of the trainer.
Okay.
Most trainers in the beginning of their stage, you can tell by their price. Most of them that are in the beginning and like just still working out with their clients and have another job and it's like a side gig. This is a gig for them to do what? Get some pussy.
Yes.
They're not going to say that, but that's what the fuck it is.
But it's very easy for them.
Very easy.
Because you're up close, personal,
it's not that
intimate.
It's very easy. It's just like how you have a dating coach like you, or you have a friend that is telling this woman that, hey, you just went through this breakup or you just lost somebody or whatever it is. Like when women lose something or they go through a breakup, of course they come to a trainer.
Yeah.
And their first instinct is that we get cool.
Yep.
By us having a relationship, because I'm seeing you, if you come 5 days a week, I see you 5 hours a week, right? I told you I'm looking good, they looking good, we having good conversations, I'm helping you change your life. The first person they think that they should be able to come to be able to maybe get over who they were just with
is a personal trainer.
Is a personal trainer. So now it's my job to already have that ahead of time to be able to redirect that away from it.
Okay.
In the beginning, maybe not so much because you don't understand that. But I had to go through it, like I said, those 10,000 people to be able to understand that. And that's the lesson that I love that I learned.
So if you had a girl, hypothetically, you got a girlfriend, okay, her name's Sarah Smith, good looking girl, whatever it is, she wants to get a personal trainer, and it's a dude. Would you recommend it or no?
For me, no, because I'm a personal trainer, so I take it as disrespect.
Let's say it's Ryan Smith, and Ryan's not in the best shape, but his wife wants to get a personal trainer. My point I'm trying to get to here is like, is it dangerous to have that kind of relationship sometimes?
She would get a female personal trainer.
So it's highly elite male personal trainers that won't cross that boundary.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But
the thing is, I wouldn't want to pay the premium for that just before we can get the same results from you going to a class. Like I could look at a woman and you can also add in like a lot of women, they're not too far off from just going to yoga and then adding in one class of Orange Theory a week or F45 or going to a class at Boxer. It's just like it's a hybrid class of not CrossFit but in between of weight training. And it's just it pushes you to get uncomfortable. They'll have you doing deadlifts, they'll have you doing push-ups, they'll have you doing overhead press with dumbbells, they'll have you doing everything, but you mix that in with a little bit of yoga. But Pilates on Sunday, and maybe just going to the gym and just freestyle one day, and then your body will transform. It's just about being active.
What do you think about just Pilates alone? A lot of girls, this is the new trend. Pilates mommy, G-Wagon, Pilates, matcha, aloe, that's it.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I mean, it's somebody for everybody. Some people love that. They like that. They combined. For me, the Pilates, this woman like that, just built like that, nah, you need a little bit more. Yeah.
They're skinny. It's a lot of, I think it's a lot of core work, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So what would you
Fun
incorporate?
for sex, though. Fun for sex, for sure.
Pilates. What do you think is the ideal female body, like the build? Because
difficult.
I would not say it's Pilates. In my
I would not.
Yeah.
But mine, it varies. It depends on how I'm feeling. It can go from, I don't like too big of ass, but I like a natural built petite, but a handcuff enough just to put your hand on, just enough, and just enough of upper body where the point where you could tell that they work out enough tone.
So she's got to be squatting for sure.
For sure, squatting. I like runners.
Runners, really?
Yeah, not runners like getting ran through, but like an actual runner, like at least a 5K.
A lot of girls run. A lot of girls do that.
Now that's attractive as fuck.
I think it's easy for a girl to just personally like the standard for what a girl needs to look like fit. It's not as crazy because we're not as
not track. Now that's too much for me.
Because they're strong. Yeah,
like a good 2 mile, 1 mile run club type of woman. That's a good one. That's the thing you should use for dating too.
Run club.
Tell them we're going to a run club. We're gonna go to the Brooklyn Run Club on Tuesday.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I mean, I think the gym is good for dating. How? Let me ask you.
Depends on the gym. If you're going to Boxer, that's the slaughterhouse.
Yeah.
Keep your girl out of there.
Yeah, it's not good.
Keep her out of there. That's the slaughterhouse.
Because there's too many.
It's just too much going on.
Too many sharks.
Not even sharks. It's like polar bears, Komodo dragons, motherfucking gargoyles. They got all type of shit in that motherfucker.
Gargoyle, organic.
They got all type of shit in there. That's the slaughterhouse.
So where should a girl train? Where would you want your girl? Are you P-Fit? Are you Equinox? What?
So it depends on the day. Equinox for me is when I'm zoning in, because Equinox is a headphones gym. Like, it's hard to walk up to somebody and talk to somebody. They gonna be like, huh? What? It's like you gotta say what's up 3 times at Equinox. You gotta walk up to them and they give you the look. You know what I mean? That's one time. And then the second time you gotta say something and they're gonna be like, did you say something? They take the headphones off, then you gotta introduce yourself again.
Yeah.
If you don't have high confidence, you might as well kick rocks. So that's a good place to be able to send like the wives. That's where the housewives are. That's where because Pilates is collected to the Equinox.
Yeah.
A lot of people who go to Pilates don't even work out at the fucking Equinox. They just go to Pilates. And then they'll come and get on the stairs, or they'll come in there and do a little stretch and they'll get the fuck out of there. But it's really just on the person.
Now, you told me this before. You said that when we were talking about where to find the baddest girls, right?
Yeah.
And you were like, the baddest ones are in the gym in the morning, right? They're there at the gym.
Yes.
And I want you to talk about that for a little bit, because I think a lot of guys, when they move to a big city, they like going out, we're going to find the baddest girls at this place. We got to pay $100
That's a waste of your fucking money.
Yeah, but you're saying...
Do not go to clubs. Like, when I first moved to Miami, that shit was stressful. I lost some fucking hair.
Yeah.
Like, the shit was wild. It was stressful, but in a good way stressful. Like, I was going out 9 days a week.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like, it was on an accident.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even mean to. Like, I still was in shape. I still worked out. I still did everything I was supposed to. But internally, it was stressful.
Very stressful. Going out here is like a lot of clubs are like from Cleveland. Like, we just walk up.
You just walk in, you
it's simple.
do whatever.
It's no cover, no nothing. You just walk in. We also know a lot of people there.
Yes.
So it's a smaller city. But here it's like you got a list, you got a name, you got to get in here, and it's a certain you got to plan it.
Yeah.
And even when you plan it, it's stressful. And
Extremely.
So if I'm a guy and I'm trying to go meet girls, what would you say is the best way to do it?
The best way to do it is, no matter if you're in shape or out of shape, is to go to the gym. If you're in Miami, we're going to speak for Miami specifically for the demographic of right now.
Okay.
If you're in Miami and you want the sauce, right? And this is going to cost you all of maybe a day pass at Boxer or at Equinox. But if you do it right and you listen to me, you will be successful. If you get up and you go there and you get there about like 9:30 p.m., 9 a.m., 9:30 a.m., you get there. You do your warm-up. You say hi to people. And like Boxer is a gym where, if you notice, it's a no headphone gym.
Yeah, nobody's wearing headphones.
Nobody's wearing headphones purposely because they're there to communicate, talk, build, and have a good time amongst each other.
Yeah.
Like, it's not really like a hard-edged gym. It's really like a show-off gym. It's for people who are already in shape.
And they go there and they wear their shirts off and they
walk around, they do whatever.
Content.
Yeah, they're doing whatever. But if you're a man, you're going there at 9:30, between 9:30 and 12. That is the influencer time. That is the time that motherfuckers getting up at about 8, 9, and they're coming to the gym. The people who are going to the gym before 7 or 8, if you're not like a doctor, a nurse, a lawyer, or working in some type of 9-to-5 corporation, that's not for you.
That makes sense, because the influencers, they don't got shit to do during the day.
They don't got shit to do during
They don't
the day.
got corporate jobs. They're waking up at 8, 9, and they're at the gym.
Yep.
And that's,
so the females, they're going to be there. That's going to be the best time for you to be able to meet, mingle, and lounge for just a day pass. Mm-hmm. A day pass at fucking Live or going to Live to get into there, that shit is 100, and you're not going to talk to nobody because you're at odds because you got fucking everybody else in here buying $10,000 sections.
Yep.
And it's like, what are you doing here? You're buying $100 shots. Mm-hmm. Like, which is still like, what the fuck are we doing? These little
you're
ass
decreasing your health. You're wasting your time.
Wasting your time.
Low quality women.
Yes.
We can stack it on.
You can keep stacking it on. Compared to where you're going to the gym, everybody's working on themselves. You can approach people. Nobody's drunk. Nobody's under the influence. Everybody's natural. Mm-hmm. People have on makeup a little bit, but it's not overly done. Mm-hmm. They don't have on heels. They get on regular shoes. Mm-hmm. So it's like, it's easier to be their approach. And then you just ask them simply like, hey, after your workout, do you want a smoothie? Simple. It's not that hard. You don't got to buy a bottle now. Mm-hmm. Fuck, do you want to go to dinner or all that? Do you want to just get a smoothie? Or simply, what do you eat after your workout? Mm-hmm. Simple way to walk up to a woman and ask them at the gym, what do you work out? What do you eat after your workout? And they may answer, they may not. And then the next thing you ask is, hey, well, fuck you then. And you move on to the next one. You move on to the next one. There's enough. That's the thing about going to Boxer or any of them down here. What's another one? Elevation, Anatomy. All of them down here. Equinox. Each Equinox is different.
Yeah.
The Equinox in Brickell, not that one that's straight down.
This one's a yoga Pilates.
That one is. But the one at the Four Seasons right there, that's more of a out the way, like headphones, personal, grinding gym.
Do you like that or no?
If I'm trying to get in shape.
So like you're more of the Boxer type guy, and I like, I've kind of piggybacked off you. I like it. You know what I mean? Because also that's like my first real Miami gym I really went to before I was just working out in the building. But I like it. It's a different vibe. It's more intense. But you don't recommend it for the girls.
No, I do recommend it for the girls.
You do, but you don't recommend it for your girlfriend.
Don't recommend it for my girlfriend. Not at all.
It's a slaughterhouse.
It's a slaughterhouse because it's more of like how they're walking around, what they're having on, the promotion of it. It's a lot of OnlyFans. It's a lot of porn stars. It's a lot of sexual tension that is in the wrong direction of what I would want for a woman to be in my corner as my ringleader.
What do you look for in a woman?
I'm looking for consistency and adaptation, just like everything else in life.
So like if someone saw you, they'd be like, oh, he's a personal trainer. She must be a personal trainer too. Is that true?
That always happens. They always think that it's the cute couple of personal trainer with the woman. Nah, it ain't that.
So you don't want, if I had a girl, hey, she got 1 million followers, she a personal trainer.
That would be cool. I would definitely entertain it, right?
Okay.
But I wouldn't.
But I'm talking strictly like wife,
nah,
because I personally don't like dating girls with a lot of followers.
Yeah,
not my thing. Because I know the temptation that comes with it.
Yes.
And I know, like even me, I have a lot of followers. We get like a 100th of the attention that a woman gets, especially when they're good looking on social media.
Maybe a 10th.
Yeah, so I just stay away from that because I know, hey, if this many people are knocking on the door, eventually something's going to open. Not that I'm not good enough, not that, whatever, they may be better than me. It's just a numbers game at that point.
Yeah.
So if she's not so what would be your type? Would you want to stay at home, don't go out type chick?
Not to stay at home completely, just enough to be able to adapt to whatever the fuck I'm putting down. So if I'm wanting, because every person that you meet, you're going to understand they're different. Like if I met Halle Berry, and I understand her lifestyle consists of going out, doing things. That's her lifestyle. She makes money from doing this.
Yes.
Now, if I meet fucking Raspita or Spruta, whoever, fucking meet her, and she's doesn't have a job, but she's out all the time. She's looking for somebody to pick up to be able to take care of her bills, take care of everything else. That's different. Like, now, that's something that you can completely control. Like, hey, I'm going to take care of everything that you want. We're going to put you over here. We're going to give you that. And then we can move on to the next one. Because what I mean by move on to the next one is just like, hey, you don't have to marry them.
Yeah.
You can also just have them as friends.
Yes.
And friends is like, hey, I know what you're looking for. I got what you need. You looking for somebody to take care of you? I got you. We're going to take care of it.
That happens a lot here.
It does.
It's crazy.
Yeah. But
And
to be able to understand it and be able to say it and hear it is different. When you say it clearly, they have to understand it, because when I met you, that's what you were out trying to do. Like, your fucking Toyota, you had a donut and the fucking on the back wheel for the longest.
That's
and
how a lot of these girls be. They look real good.
That
Their
car gives
Instagram,
it away.
And then they got a bumper hanging off the Corolla, and I'm like,
And you ever try to get in the front seat? The front seat, your feet be up here because it'd be a bag.
Yeah.
It'd be fucking Fashion Nova. You look at the fucking receipt. It's from 2021. You like, what? She's like, yeah, I was going to take that back. How you going to take some shit back from 2021? Bitch, if you don't throw this stinky shit out, you tripping.
So what about OnlyFans girls? Would you?
I would just be a fan.
They would just play, just play.
That's just fun.
Why would you not date one?
Because I just haven't had the urge to. Like, they would have to do a lot. They would have to please. They would have to bring a lot, not just to the table, but just to my taste buds. Like, it would have to be something that's really intriguing for me to be like, oh, I'm going to fuck with this OnlyFans, because everything. I don't want something that everybody sees.
Yeah.
I want something that's more covered up, conservative, and that's mine. That's territorial. As a man, as a male, you're territorial. I don't want something that, hey, somebody can pay as the top bidder and
just
you
get
can see,
it.
Yeah. They're like, hey, I just want to see you getting fucked. Hey, I'm going to send you this. And they're like, oh, I got to do this. Got to pay my rent. Nah, fuck that.
So what type of girls do you go for when you're out? Anybody just looks good, or is like, are you on like a full single mode? Like, can I ask that? Like, is it full single? Like right now?
Never full single.
You're, because I'm always back of my head, I'm looking for a relationship. In the back of my head.
Yeah, I think as you grow, you're always going to be in a relationship.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever completely single. Even when you're in a relationship, you always have somebody that you used to talk to, that you're talking to. It's always going to be, you're never completely single. Especially if it's a bad bitch. Like, she's never completely single. You
think
said.
good-looking girls are loyal?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It depends. Like you said, that's where it goes. Like, what am I looking for when I go out? I'm not looking for anything. I'm looking to be appeased by looking at, like, statues, like you said, seeing it from across the room. But what comes to me is what I want.
Okay. So you're more of an attract type
Yes.
person. And I know that about you. You don't go out of your way. You don't ask people for anything.
No.
You're not like, hey, excuse me, like, you're very, like, it just, if it happens, it happens.
Yes.
But you get it because you got a stature, you're built, you got the aura. For the guys, I mean, like, for the guys that don't have that, do you recommend just waiting to attract? Is that like the dating strategy you employ? Because I'm the opposite way. You know what I mean? I play the position I'm in. I go out, I talk to her. The moment that she hears me talk or whatever, maybe she chills out. They're like, okay, this guy's relatively
But it always can go into where, like, hey, say it's somebody that's very unknown to the dating scene, but they have a lot of money. They can hit up me and you for services, and we can take them out and we'll show them how to do it.
100%.
And they'll win if they got to, like, if you have a team sometimes, that's all you need.
Someone could get us, they could hire us, which people have offered me. I know a guy that offered me like $500 for each girl I bring on his yacht.
Yes.
I just don't do it because I don't know what is going to happen after. I don't know.
But that's not what he asked you. He asked you for a service. He asked you to be able to
Just
provide.
to bring. He asked me just to bring, and that's true. That's true. Like, he didn't say anything else after. Like,
Nah.
I need you to make sure that they're ready or this, that, and third. He just said, I need you to get them here type thing. But then there's a whole problem of closing. Honestly, it probably would work here,
I mean, the closing part here is a yacht, a Ferrari, Lamborghini, a penthouse. That's your closing points. You can even talk a bitch out there shit out here. Like you can really come out here. If you come out here and you got $2,500 and you spend $500 rent a car,
Yeah.
you spend about another $1,000 on a nice little spot hotel. You can get an Airbnb and just take the little thing off the door and act like it's your shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what people be doing.
Yeah, like you can
At
do
the new
that shit.
crib.
You got your car, you got that. You can go and give you another secret. You can go to the fucking restaurant that you want to go to.
Mm-hmm.
You get there. I go there like 2 days before. Make the reservation. Tell them you coming back. Make them feel special. Give them about $20 to tip you when they come in and act like they know you. See how that bitch act like she did, especially in Miami. They go like, oh, he know people. I thought you weren't from here.
Yeah.
This is still, and then the date probably gonna be $250. Where we at? We had like $1,000 still left over. Go buy you some shit. Go buy you some fake shit. If you're taking steroids, you might as well buy some fucking fake clothes. You fucking might as well.
Where do you think is the best place to meet women, like in like the nation? Like you've been, because you're PJ flying out. That's what you don't know about Jordan. The private jets, like, bro, I tell
I be
people,
sleeping now. I don't know. I just be knocked out. It's
I
just
know,
a
I
good,
know.
comfortable. The
And
best sound for me now. People go to sleep to the fucking like the rain.
Yeah.
I put on the airplane sound because that helps me go to sleep because that's probably where I get the best sleep because my phone's not going off. Can't nobody really call. Except for on the PJ, somebody can call you.
Yeah.
I didn't answer the phone to have full conversations.
The PJ is crazy.
Yeah.
That's a daily for you. But if LA, Miami, where I find the best girls.
What do you
Mid-
mean
mid-
best? Like looking
Okay,
wise?
let's say best
Yes.
looking, because
Okay.
I know there's different, and then more wifey type.
Okay.
Just two extremes.
Two extremes. No in between. Best place for
Looks.
Looks.
I know it's a toss up.
New York.
Really?
New York.
Really?
It's not a toss up. New York. New York.
You might be right, actually. You might be
New
right.
York.
But like, you gotta have money in New York.
You don't have to have money. You have to have swag. You got to be 100% of in tune of who you are.
You know, I get a lot of female dating clients from New York.
Yeah.
It's one of my biggest
They have
areas.
the biggest dating pool.
Yeah, and
So-
a lot of those girls struggle to find relationships there, and
Yeah.
they're great girls.
Yes.
Like the quality of girl that they are, I'm like,
It's crazy.
it's crazy.
It's really good. They work. Like the best thing about the New York women too, they have the sugar daddies. They have all of that. But most of them get up and they go to the 57th floor of a law firm.
They work.
And they work.
and they make good money.
They
and
do.
They're raised by a good family, and they
Yes.
typically have grown up around New York City.
Yes.
They're not necessarily from there. They're Jersey girls. They're Italians. They're
and
nice.
it gets fucking cold, so you can't wear a bikini and show your ass all
yeah,
day.
they're
like
rooftop bars with a turtleneck on.
So
or
you have to
something.
really be pretty. That's why they have models. Like most
Yeah.
of the chicks that I meet there are like models. Like
So New York is the
seriously.
best.
New York.
What's the easiest place to get some action? If I'm a guy, young guy.
Easiest
Yeah.
place to get some action would have to be either Atlanta or Houston.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Houston, Atlanta.
Houston, Atlanta. Then after that, I would say Miami.
Really?
Yeah, those three places, but that circulation of those. That's the
Miami is a
easiest.
different type of beauty.
It
Miami,
is.
you get a lot of exotic girls that fly in here on
Yeah.
tours. There's definitely girl like the physique of Miami, like the girls here, they work out. Like
Yeah.
they're really in shape.
That's because they don't have to wear those coats.
Yeah, because there's always an opportunity like, hey, you want to go on a yacht today. So it's
Yeah.
like, you got to be ready. You know, in the winter, I might not have to shave my legs. Miami, it's like a day-to-day thing. Like, well,
Yeah.
listen, like, skin's going to show. Okay, so wifey. I already know what you're going to say for this one. Wifey. Where do you find a wife?
Oh man, probably the Midwest. They know
knew
probably it's in the Midwest.
It's 100%
for sure.
Midwest.
Midwest, specifically like Michigan,
Detroit, Cleveland,
yeah,
that area.
Detroit, Cleveland, Chicago, all those places. Pittsburgh, anywhere right there is nice.
And why do you say that?
The morals of growing up, of everything else is a vacation. Like here in Miami, there is no vacation. Their life is vacation.
100%.
Like, so if you're living here, you're like, where do you go for vacation?
Mm-hmm.
Like, everybody in the world wants to go to New York, LA, and Miami. Yes, you want to go to Tokyo, but I've never heard nobody just living their life to be like, fuck it, I'm a move to Tokyo. Like, you might do it for a little bit, but in reality, people sneak to where? Miami, LA.
all the time.
They sneak here.
Yeah.
Like, literally come over a fucking border and risk their life to get here. I'm not risking my life to go to fucking Africa.
Yeah.
Like,
This is an international destination.
yes.
And, yeah, a lot of people. But
So with that, yeah, I think that being in the Midwest, they come down here and they appreciate it. So they see the
100%.
things and they see what's going on. They're like, okay, this isn't real life. This is my real life up here, but this is a nice luxury.
That's why I go back to Cleveland a lot.
Yeah.
I still do. And people are like, why don't you stay in Miami? Because it's not real.
It's a luxury.
It's a lot of rented. It's a rented lifestyle. But I think Miami is the best place to live temporarily if you come here for business and you come here to
What
network.
is the age for living in Miami?
I think for a guy,
Yeah.
I think for a girl, 20 to 30. I think you're
okay.
good. Like if you're a girl, you're 20 to 30, that's a great age to live in Miami.
Yeah.
If you're a guy, it's not even about the age, it's about your money.
Yes.
It's like you got to be a little financially stable. And I honestly would say 30 to 45 is really
That's
good.
the best time.
Yeah, it's the best
I would
time.
say that's the best because you're in your prime.
Yes.
You're in prime in every aspect.
And you can pay the fees. You can pay the valet. Like
Yeah.
Miami, there's a cost to everything. Just to go out, just to walk around,
Man.
just spend $100 just to step outside the house.
Do nothing.
And
is 100.
and that's tough for a young guy. Like young guys come here, oh, I'm a party in Miami. Like you're not gonna get anything. But a young girls trip to Miami, it's all bad. It's
Yeah.
all bad. That's why
Sure.
I don't recommend your girls come to
You
Miami.
letting your girl go on? If you got a girl, you letting her go to a Miami trip by herself?
Hell no. That's one of my last relationship ended because of that. Straight up.
That's bullshit. It's
Because
bullshit.
she was going on a Miami trip. Her best friend, stripper, baby daddies, that kind of stuff. Not the best influence in my opinion, you know?
Yeah.
Just respectfully saying that, right? So I was like, okay, she's going to be there and you're going to be there. I don't recommend it because I know you guys are going to get into all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
And I just cut the relationship there. And it broke my heart to do so. And it was her birthday and everything like that. But I was like, hey, I just stood on it. It was what it was, and the relationship ended. And it's ironic because I live here, but Miami's not like threatening for guys. There are dudes going on a Miami trip.
Yeah, you could just chill.
It's
You
good
could do
because
stuff.
low key they'll get humbled.
Yes.
They'll get humbled. Like
Yes.
athletes get left on red here. Billionaires get left on red here. Like she's like, oh, a billionaire's texting me, I got an athlete, he's got a party. Or athletes texting her, he's got a penthouse, I'm gonna go here. Honestly, the biggest people that take it here are influencers.
Yeah.
They're the most dangerous out
Yeah.
here. Miami is influencer land. You have clout, which people come here for. You have money, theoretically, and then you have influencers. Typically, like the influencers here are the ripped on like physique. They're physically attractive influencers, female and male.
Yeah.
So influencers. I was in the building and I was driving the Urus, and this girl she's in a pink one. She's like, I have a pink one. She had a pink car, and I'm like, I've seen you in like 9 cars here.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, what do you do? You're like 9 cars. She's like, come into my apartment, I'll show you. So I went up to her place, and there's a stripper pole in the place, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, you're an exotic dancer. She's like, no, I do OnlyFans. And this girl was making $1.4 million a month, and her management team took like 50%. She was making like $800K a month, and I'm like, that's crazy. And we here, like, we have like the top 30, 40 girls that do OnlyFans. Like they're like right in Brickell, like,
Right here, yeah.
they're right here. And what she was telling me too, she put me on a game. She was like, you're an influencer, you have it like made here. And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, I could go talk to a rich guy and I could hook up with him and whatever, I could get some money, right? But I already make my money, right? And that's temporary. He can use me, he can discard me. I can go talk to an athlete, they're not even going to give me money. They're not even going to
Yeah.
do anything. Athletes, ego.
They got good financial advisors.
Yeah, and then she's like, they're not going to give me anything because they think I'm doing that. This is from her perspective.
Yeah.
But she's like, if I go to an influencer and I just do a piece of content with them, I'll forever get paid off that. I'll forever grow my image, my brand. I collaborated, I have a follower, whatever it may
Yeah.
be. I'm like, that's a crazy way to look at it. It's very smart. So I say, like, if you're an influencer, you trying to grow a business like that, Miami's good.
Miami, yeah.
I think LA, if you have money, you built it up. It's because LA's got some deep money, deep pockets in Beverly Hills.
Miami is more, LA is more of, you have to be in tune. You need to put in time. And the West Coast culture in itself is very clicked up. Like they have the roots of gangs. They have the roots of the South versus the North of California. You know, that's a big difference. It took me a while to really understand the culture of living in LA because I've lived in LA for 5 years now. Mm-hmm. But I've been here back and forth. You know, like you know how I've seen you. I've been going. I remember for 1 year I did 30 days in 30 days.
Yes.
And I would go back and forth, and that was the year that it was stressful. I was going out every. But that's another story for another podcast. But as like LA, the culture of it is completely different. Listen to their music. Listen, they use they use blue and red to separate their hoods. You know, like on the East Coast, we just use our streets.
Yeah.
You're from up the way, down the way, west side, east side, whatever it is. They're using, you rep blue, you rep red, or whatever it is. Mm-hmm. Their culture is completely different. Mm-hmm. And that transfers to everything that they do. Everything. So when they're getting money, it's cliques of people that come together more and get more money together. Miami is like, they're not really like that. Miami's more of they bring the money here, they got the money, they are getting money from another country or a team already, and fuck you, we don't need you. LA's like, okay, like you're from where we from, you represent what we represent, come get some money with us.
Right. Miami, I think, what's your favorite thing about Miami? What's the worst thing about Miami?
My favorite thing about Miami is I like the constant go. But my constant goal had to get out of constantly just being out at night after 8.
Yeah.
I had to find my constant goal at 8 a.m., which is hard to do here because there's still fucking clubs open at 8 a.m. here in Miami.
One thing I love about Miami, this is like a weird thing, is like you can be up at 4 a.m. There's delectable, there's food open.
Yeah.
And that's how I know. I'm like, man, these restaurants are open this late. Like there's so much.
They're making some fucking
people are
bread.
out.
Yeah.
People are on a Tuesday, on a Wednesday, on a Monday even. People are out. They got a different timeline here. Like 4 a.m. is when the party gets going at certain clubs. Like that's when stuff starts happening.
Yes.
And they party till sun up here in certain places.
That's why you have to be careful with that because you can turn into a nocturnal fucking animal.
You can't get lost in the sauce. It's the worst part about Miami.
That's the worst place about it, Miami. Getting caught in the sun. But I think everybody does because your first initiation when you come and you think about Miami, you don't think about living here. You think about coming here for fucking vacation. You put a budget on coming here.
Yeah.
People who come here for the weekend, they're like, all right, I'm about to save me up $10,000. I'm going to come down there. I'm going to spend $10,000. But they plan this shit for 6 months.
Yep. They plan it for the year.
For the year.
Yeah.
You think about you living here every fucking day and you're not planning that shit. Now you have to figure out how can I make some money outside of where I came from and turn it into making money in Miami. And that is, I got to get up at 8 a.m., get out here and scavenge and knock on doors like I'm in the fucking hood. But here the hood is different. The hood here is fucking knocking on the SLS, knocking on the 1000 Museum. Those are the hoods, that's the doors that you're knocking at. You have to get used to knocking at those doors. A lot of people not used to knocking on those doors. Like when we in Cleveland, like you have to really scavenge to go knock down some money and chase and pursue to be able to get an opportunity.
Right.
But when you live here in Miami, you have to adapt to understand that, hey, there's shit going on at 8 a.m. There's shit going on at noon.
Yeah.
Usually when I first got here, I was sleeping pretty much until 2 or 3. And I would blame it on the fucking excuse of like, hey, I'm going back and forth. I'm still on West Coast time. Then I had to really like zone in on myself and like, shut the fuck up. That's not what it is. You need to get up and you need to make some shit happen here.
You wake up early. I was just at Angel's place. Shout out to Angel, our barber.
Yeah.
He like, man, Jordan be early, bro. Like, Jordan be early. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, bro, he be like 9 a.m. Like, I'm like, yeah, because he gets, and I don't know how you do it sometimes, but it's impressive. So that's one thing. I never got into the culture of going out here. I never did.
Yeah.
Because I've done it a couple times, and I just realized, like, this is actually less efficient. You know what I mean?
True.
Because if I really wanted to be a menace, I have social media. It's easy for me to pull off social media. It just is what it is. If I really want to do it, I could do it. And I'm sure a lot of our friends, people that we know, do that.
They do that.
But, you know, I immediately, for me, the club culture here wasn't like what I wanted to do. Really, anywhere. I don't like the club culture. But I do like the bars, the lounges, showing up to dinner like we do sometimes.
Super clubs.
Say what's up. Hey, people recognize you when you frequent restaurants too.
Very much so.
They notice you, and then hey, it's easier to get an Instagram, I think, even because in a club you can't hear anything.
Not at all.
Low key in the restaurant, sometimes you can't hear things. They're loud.
The ones here, like I said, I when I first got down here, I tried every fucking restaurant, did all of that. I had some crazy stories. I done had so many scams, try to get pulled when I was out at night. Oh my gosh.
It's amazing, actually.
There's just one that was so fucking crazy, right? So this is when I had went out. This was like Memorial Day weekend, like 3 years ago. We're out. I forget what the fuck. We did a lot. You know, you do so much in a day here. Like we were on a yacht. After the yacht, I think we went to dinner at Ducanu. We went to Komodo. I went to Carbone. This is all in one fucking day.
That's crazy.
And then we went out to like, I think we went to Live. And at the Live, you go to fucking Booby Trap. At one of them fucking spots, I had got a number from somebody. I text the person, whatever, like, hey, what's going on, all this. They didn't respond, right? About like 2 weeks later, I get a fucking call from the so-called police department. The police department is calling me saying, hey, that you were the last person that contacted this person and they were abducted and they're part of a sex trafficking ring. And they're underage. It was a girl. But I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, they tell me the number, right? I look at the number and I'm like, damn, I did text this person like, hey, what's going on? Like, you know, regular shit. You get a number, you text the next day, you checking like, what the fuck? What's up?
Yeah.
So they getting me on the phone. They're like, hey, like, you know, like, would you like to come talk to us at the police department about it and all this type of stuff? I'm like, nah. They said, well, there's an option where we can just take a polygraph over the phone. And I'm like, how much is that gonna cost? You know what I'm saying? Because now I'm nervous. Like, I don't want no fucking sex traffic. That's the last thing that you want on your fucking name. So I'm like, how much this shit gonna cost? What we got to do? They said, well, can you just Zelle us right now? And I was like, Zelle? Like, that's when it started to click that this is a fucking scam.
That's crazy.
I hung up the phone, right? And I tried to call the police department back. They had the number, one number off, the last number. Instead of a 3, it was a 2. So it was the same Palm Springs fucking police department number minus the last number. They were that close. They had people in the background. They had the real names of the sergeants that you would call. And they were up under, they paid money to get on Google to be right under the actual police department.
That's crazy.
As a detective. But you know how many people they fucking probably got like that?
Once you get into Zelle,
yeah,
it's up. Because Zelle, you can't get money back from Zelle. It's almost impossible. That's like Cash App Venmo is the most, like, you can get your money back kind of.
Yeah.
If there's a scam, that's why they don't use Venmo a lot. They use a lot of Cash App and they use a lot of Zelle. But that's crazy. What's the crazy story that you had when you went out here?
Like the most extravagant day that I've had here?
Yeah.
Let's start with the most expensive day that I've had. Well, I've had multiple. I don't know which one might have been the most expensive, but I've had one where this was one of my homies. Shout out to the LA crew that I train out there. You know, like, that's one thing about me. I keep all my clients confidential. Mm-hmm. Like, we kick it like no other. Just because you don't see it or we post a little bit, but our kick it's and fun time is a lot different than other people, and that doesn't have to do with doing bullshit of just like fucking a lot of bitches or any of that shit. Mm-hmm. It's just a good solid time.
Yeah.
But anyways, so fly in on the jet, fly here, land here, get on the boat. But the boat isn't a regular boat. Boat is 125 feet, but that wasn't enough because you're going to put 13 people on there. So we got 2 of those 125-foot boats. 2 of those went to Kiki on the river, but then I'm handling all of the phone calls to be able to make this happen. Mm-hmm. So they're like, hey, do you know anybody from our relationships at Kiki on the river that we can get a section there? I'm like, you know what? I think one better. I think we can dock the boats on the side of the fucking, on the Kiki River. He like, man, if we could do that, just tell them, you know what I'm saying, and just take care of it or whatever, and we'll take care when we get there. So I call him, and this built my relationship with Kiki on the river and like the concierge of a lot of clubs because of the people that I do bring when I do bring them.
You bring high-level people in.
High-level people. So they're like, yeah, we could dock those boats, but like Rick Ross's boat is parked there, and it was some other guy that owns a restaurant down here too. Their boats are parked there tonight, but you would have to pay their section to be able to get them to be able to move their boats. And I'm like, I don't know, let me ask, because for me, you know, I don't make billions. Mm-hmm. I'm like, hey guys, you can't do it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like it's pretty much over with. They're like, why? Like, what the fuck is the issue? They're like, I gave you the black card, like, get the shit done. I'm like, all right, well, hey, I call them back. I'm like, how much is it? They say the number is $50,000, right? They're just saying like bullshit. So for me, I'm like, I'm into like negotiating. Like, you're not about to just say any random number.
Yeah.
Like, okay, we got the boats, we get a section. What if we just give you guys $35K? Mm-hmm. And they're like, okay, we give them the $35K. They move the boats. We park up there next to the boat. We get so many different chicks. Like you said, the yacht, once they seen what the fuck was going on,
it's over.
It was over.
It's over.
They're like, did you guys just pull it in the boats that we're pulling up on? They're immaculate. We're not famous. We're not fucking influencer. They just know that we're just cool motherfuckers.
They love that.
They do.
Because girls are sharp here. They know when it's an influencer. They know it's this. Yeah. And they know what comes with that territory.
They do.
They know, like, when a girl deals with a rapper, influencer, celebrity, she already knows, like, she might not do as much as you think because she already knows this guy gets girls. But if you're a regular, schmegular, unknown person with money, it's over. It's over with. It's like, this is her opportunity.
Yes.
Yeah.
Compared to like the rappers and the influencers and the athletes, like a lot of them guys, like they're so in tune of like, hey, ESPN is putting me on TV every day. Mm-hmm. You know who I am. This kid wants my autograph, and then they become that.
The ego. It's the ego. It's the Machiavellian traits. It's the girls don't like. Well, it's not that they don't like it. It's just that they know that there's a battle. It's like you see a girl that has 1 million followers. There's a battle that you have to overcome.
Yes. That's why I like the athletes that I do train, especially like the ones on the Cavaliers that I do. They're
low key. They're actually very low key.
They are, and that's where they're good because they also are realistic and they stick with each other and they're actually homies. Like families are good. Everything is good. Everybody plays their position.
Yep.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, they all got max contracts. But you would never know unless you look it up, because you'd be like, oh, like yeah, like they're just cool, they're just NBA. But no, they're better than the guys that you see that are like flamboyant.
Bro, yeah, a lot of our players, and shout out Cleveland.
Yeah.
They're making money.
They are.
And they're making big money too. Like
They
some
are.
of them are the highest paid. Some of the people we know mutually
Yes.
are the highest paid
In the
in the
NBA.
league, in their position, that kind of stuff.
Yes.
But you don't see it because Cleveland, like,
Yeah.
there's not much.
That's just like you. That's just like you. They would underestimate because they would be like, oh, yeah, he's from Cleveland. He's just a Cleveland guy.
You can't do much in Cleveland.
Yeah, they think that.
Yeah.
Until they realize that most of all the money comes from the Midwest.
Yeah.
All the major banks, all the major companies, all the car manufacturers.
Headquartered in the Midwest,
Midwest.
New York, Ohio. Ohio is huge. People always.
Michigan.
Yeah.
Michigan has like all of the main companies, the stables. And you got like Target is in fucking, I know people don't like Target, whatever the fuck that is. But Target is in Minneapolis. You got fucking Michigan got all the cars. They're getting there. Then we
They
have
have all the
Rocky.
dispensaries.
They have all the dispensaries.
I tell people in California about the dispensaries in Michigan, I'm like, bro, like they got it early because they got legalized very quickly.
Yeah.
And then they just swarmed the market.
Yeah.
So you go down certain streets, there's like 15, 20
Yeah,
dispensaries.
true.
With Lambos outside.
Yeah.
And an external police force
That's watching over.
that's third party outside of the main police. Only people that go to Michigan know this stuff.
Know that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, and you got like the top mortgage companies are out of Michigan.
Out of Michigan,
You got United Wholesale Mortgage and you got Rocket Mortgage. Those are $2 billion companies.
Huge.
Like together, they're over $100 billion, and those are just from one
Quicken Loans,
fucking
Rocket
city.
Mortgage, all based, yeah.
Right there.
And even in Ohio, we got cross country. That's a big, there's a lot of money in the Midwest. I don't think
Yes.
people really understand it. So let me ask you this. If you had to raise a family, where would you settle down to?
Not one place. I think every year, every phase of their life, of the kid's life, or the family's life, of just the transition, it would be different. Like in the beginning, it would be good to be somewhere more controlled, because as a newborn, you need to be more homely. You need to be more guided. You need less germs. You need less distraction. You need.
So Cleveland, because my philosophy.
I wouldn't say Cleveland. Like if I can just choose anywhere, I would not choose Cleveland.
What
I
would
would
you
choose Detroit over Cleveland to live at because of the homes. The houses are bigger,
Uh-huh.
and they got better schools, and just a little bit bigger.
I like. Well, I know Cleveland better. I know Detroit very well too. What I would say is, I always think there's 3 spots that you should live at.
Yeah.
One, where you raise your family, controlled
Yes.
Detroit, Cleveland environment.
Yes.
Second, where you do business at. Now, this could be
True.
multiple spots as well. This could be a different thing, but it could be in LA, it could be in Miami, it could be in New York, Chicago, wherever you're making the most money at, depending on where your industry is at. That's where you got to be. You got to have a spot, a hub. You go to strictly make money. When I come to Miami, I come to strictly make money. But then third is like exotic, where you vacation at. So it could be overseas. It could be South America. I think it's like a spot where your money is a little bit stronger. Your money's a little longer. What do you think about that?
That's a good strategy.
I would rotate
I
all
like
3.
that. I like that. But for me, I would use it as a different as like, hey, even Nashville. I like Nashville a lot. I would live in Nashville. Like say we just raise a family in Nashville until the child is 7. And then after 7, you go into a more uptick town. Like we go from Nashville, we go to Houston. A little bit bigger, a little bit faster, a little bit more going on. Go there for a little while. And then once the kid is about like 14, now it's time to be able to pick what's the best for this kid to develop to the next stage. If you have a son, you need to be finding the best school that fits whatever position or whatever academic that he's doing, whatever they're doing. You need to figure out what's going to accelerate them.
So you would revolve your
to be
life
able to
around
go.
where your kids are growing.
That's the point of having a family, to be able to grow with.
That's fire. Let me ask you this, okay, before we wrap up here, okay? Circling back to fitness, circling back to lifestyle, how do you get your mindset right? Because this is where a lot of people don't relate to you. You've always been in shape. You've always been doing it. You're the type of person that you got 10 minutes, you're going to hit some push-ups.
Yes.
You just do it. How do you get to that level? What's some secrets? What's some sauce? Do you have a morning routine?
Every morning's going to be different.
So you just get up and go?
No, I don't get up and go. It's more of just knowing, like I said, the 2 things that you need in this world is adaptation and consistency. And if you could do those 2, when you get up in the morning, you need to do one of the 2. You get up this morning, I got up this morning, I needed to adapt. I know that we have this podcast. I know that I have to be able to work out before this because that's when it gives me my endorphins to be able to feel the right way I need to be able to feel.
Right.
So I adapted to that. I wake up earlier. Some people don't want to do that. The main thing they say is what? I don't have time.
Yep.
You do have time. You need to get your big back ass up and adapt. Adapting by adding more time to the beginning of your day or more time at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. If you don't have time between those, you do have a lunch break. Or you do have 30 minutes. You could pick up your fucking phone right now and you can look. You know how you can look at like what your screen time is valued at? Mm-hmm. Look at one of those things on your screen and eliminate that. Mm-hmm. And if it says 45 minutes, implement the gym inside that 45 minutes. Instead of you fucking looking at your phone for 45 minutes, go to the gym 45 minutes. Walk for 45 minutes. Get on a treadmill for 45 minutes. I don't know, fuck for 45 minutes. That's better than doing nothing. That's activity. You're going to burn calories. Something is better than nothing.
Okay.
And that's where the consistency comes in. Because then tomorrow, you got to do the exact same shit. You're going to have to adapt. You can't work out at 12 every fucking day.
Yeah.
Your mind has to readjust to understand like, hey, this guy didn't work out at 12 today. What time do I have to be able to get something better? Or today might be a recovery day where I just go and I sit in the sauna or the steam room. Or I might sit and I might reflect about how can I make myself better, which is mental health, which is good. Or I might just drink an extra gallon of water today just to flush out my system, detox. Do something to make yourself fucking better daily. And then that's how I look at it. My mindset isn't, oh, I got to work out. Oh, I got to get up today. I get to fucking get up today. And I don't live once. I live every fucking day. And every single fucking day I have the opportunity to do what? Create and build. Mm-hmm. And that's just what you have to live on. Your mind can't be stuck on like, hey, this is some bullshit. Hey, yesterday was bad. Today's going to be bad. Nah, today's going to be bad because your energy is fucking bad. Keep your ass over there. And that's what I was saying about the people that I want to train. I don't want people that's coming in with that energy. Yes, you can pay me for a little bit, but I don't want your check. I promise you, after you pay me once or twice for the 20 sessions that you pay me, then I probably won't answer the phone or text. You're going to be like, man, what happened? Your fucking energy happened. That's what the fuck happened. So that's just my take on, like, what do you need to do?
So you look at positivity first. You have a hard evaluation before people.
Yes.
I mean, at this stage of the game where you're at, you have the luxury, I would say.
Yes. At the beginning, I didn't have that. But that's what I also love what the fuck I do. Mm-hmm. I love what I do from the beginning. Like, I trained anybody and everybody. Like, and that's what you need to be able to do, because now when somebody comes to me, I can look and I can just re-register somebody that I trained that is similar to you. I know nobody's the same, but I have a base to start off of, like, okay, she's like Ashley. Or like the best people that I trained that I learned was from like my aunts and my grandma. Because when they used to come in, they used to come out of love, because this is like when they like, oh, my grandson, he trained. I'm going to go on down here and train. But what can your grandma do at 70 or 60?
Not much.
But that is the hardest training, because now before she comes in, I have to really think. Mm-hmm. I have to really care about this person that's coming in to be able to make them better. I don't want them to get injured. First of all, you're my grandma. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to treat everybody that's older like my grandma, because I've done that before.
Mm-hmm. That's your baseline.
That's the baseline. So now I understand how to do that. If somebody comes through a breakup, I have somebody that I've trained that
went through a breakup.
That went through a breakup. So now it's easier to just put them in the folder and to be like, okay, let me help them out. I know they're not the same as the other person.
Yeah.
But I know what helped this person can help you. And that's what comes, like you said, it just experience and time.
I always tell people, like, if they're not consistent in the gym, I say, look, just drive there and drive back. Drive there, drive back. I do stuff like that, because I'm like, because once they get there, they'll be like, should I just go work out? I'm like, no, you can't. You're not allowed to for at least a week. So I do like a lot of psychological things, because I find out that working out is not necessarily like lifting weights and squats and stuff like that is not complex. It's more about the psychology of getting people to go. What do you do to motivate people to get up and go?
Each person is different.
Okay.
Like I said, I have the luxury of knowing 10,000 different personalities of training.
So you find out what motivates them.
Yes, but it's pretty much three different things. Like, it's going to be like sexual.
Mm-hmm. That's majority, I would say.
That's majority. It's going to be driven off of heartache. Or the third one is going to be off of like physical health, like a detrimental death,
They need to get in better shape.
or they're definitely like, hey, like your blood pressure is
Diabetic, whatever it may be.
Those are the only 3 things that they're cycling off of that.
Okay.
And then you got to figure it out. Like somebody might say it's something else, but after the first session of me like talking to them and asking certain questions, everything aligns. Like soon as somebody pulls up, I can tell by the car you're driving, what you're wearing, how you smell, how long it takes for you to get ready, were you on time, were you here earlier, what type of questions you asking about, like further on, like, okay, what time can I come? What days can we come? Like those type of questions right there, I'm like, okay, this person is serious. We can take this person serious. Somebody come in there and they asking too many questions about me. Yeah, this might be like after a breakup or something like that. And she's just thought this was a quick fix of like a fantasy, come in here and get smashed in the gym or some shit.
Not a serious client.
Not a serious question. No.
Okay.
Then the third person is coming in with a doctor note. They're like, hey, like if you don't help me, I'm going to die. Basically.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, then you like, okay, this is how I help this person. I'm going to implement this. This person needs to come at this time. I'm going to bring in, like a lot of times, like say like if it's males, I would always mix in those times with females. Overlap like 15 minutes.
Okay.
Like say you're coming to the gym, you're fresh off a breakup, and I know that Gabby's fresh off a breakup, and she's in here too. I'm going to overlap them on purpose. Just because now the tension is off of me, and they also see that, hey, like I know I'm playing matchmaker like how you play.
Yeah.
I know him, I know you. I don't know what's gonna happen, but like you said, I'm gonna give me $500. I get him on the yacht, and whatever happens after that is on you. So it's the same thing.
That's smart. If you had one message for everybody out in the world, what would it be?
Just because I feel like this whole time we've been talking about consistency and adaptation, I think that would just be the message right now. Because at this time right now, the world is influencing you not to be adaptive nor to be consistent and to be content in whatever you have right now. So to be able to make up your mind to know that there is more and that you can adapt to be able to get more, and that when you do get more, you can consistently be able to keep that by being consistent, even if it's physical, mental, I don't care if it's financially, whatever it is, spiritually, whatever it is. Like if you're practicing a religion and you think that it's not working, all you can do is adapt a little bit and remain consistent. So whatever you do in this world, use those 2 words. Say it every day. Think about how you can adapt. What can you change? Keep the self-accountability for yourself. That would be pretty much it right now.
And that's the easiest way that someone can message you, DM. What are they going to do? What's the easiest way for someone to reach out to you if they want to talk to you?
On Instagram, the letter T, the letter W, letter O, the number 3, Jordan. 23 Jordan.
Shout out to Jordan, everybody. Check this out. Follow us on all social media platforms. I'm going to link all his stuff down below. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Until next time, peace.